like the National Rail. There it is. Coming in with the orange engine. I believe it's from possibly Quebec. Is the orange style. It's quite a bit of lumber. And cars with goods. I don't know what they ship in cars with goods anymore. I believe they're loaded on and off with forklifts onto a platform that's equal height. Okay, to itself. So they drive in and out just like a truck at a loading bay. It's a pretty fast system. The way of getting on and off a train track, it's fancy because of the height of the car. It's about 1 meter, maybe 5 feet. Okay, quite a high thing. And then nowadays we have light rail that is built at about maybe 15 inches, something between the height of the track, might be 10 inches or 15 inches. Okay, it's not much, like 30 centimeters. Okay, approximately 30, 40 centimeters. And although building a platform is easy as pie, but for some reason, when the train is driving, we don't think of moving stuff to a store, okay, from where it is. We think it's kind of has the height of it, which originally would have prevented theft or interaction with animals or swamps or whatever it is. But then nowadays it creates a barrier with the thought of participating with it. Okay, somehow we have to make a way, to access it. Okay, the wheel size, the track size, the track shape, the wheel shape, the axle, the wheel relationship with the axle. Those things are cast from thousands of years ago by wood carts traveling from a dock to a city in the ancient world. And the tracks are made of wood originally, and the cart has a certain shape of wheel, and as long as it has that shape, it stays on the tracks. Okay, nearly on its own, and doesn't damage the tracks, and it works well. Okay, and if something breaks, they maintain it right there. The people are kind of expert, okay, at it. Maybe it's feeding a city of maybe 500,000 people or something without any motors. Okay, no motors, and producing plenty of horse stuff. Okay, so there's a lot of now I don't know, I haven't studied that, by the way. Okay, somebody might be saying horse stuff because it might be different from although I've seen that myself from when we visited Rome. And the port is 70 kilometers from the city, and it's port for food. Okay, and I didn't see the tracks, but we had a curriculum here with the National Rail, because I engineered a bunch of, for my own interest. Okay, hobbyist. Okay, I engineered a bunch of like a track system, train system, okay, that I was very interested in and continue to be interested in. And it's different from that. Okay, it's based on bearings, because we watched the train for years and years, and we saw that they were using bushings, which are nice, very good. A bushing is a piece of metal that's softer than the other metal, and so the wear takes place there, and they usually fill it with oil, and so it has a very smooth surface. It is similar to a bearing. They use it with heavy equipment, big mining equipment that's 100 tons or something, and it's rotating in place, or 50 tons or whatever it is. It's often uses a bushing. Okay, then it's the same with the train. It's very heavyweight. And then I thought, well, the bearing would be a money savings. Okay, because it would, instead of being like sliding on a table, it would be, I don't know if we have something, but it might be like something that rolls. Okay, that one, it has a hex on it, but some of them are, if we have something round, it would be like it's maybe 10 times more cheap. Okay, although the train people said, well, train that parked, if they didn't put the brake on, the thing would roll away. If they put it on bearings, it would just roll to the ocean because of the way they manage the grade. So there's a chance that that's so. Okay, there's a chance that they would have to be very careful. Okay, with the brakes, or maybe have one that applies by a signal. Okay, which it does apparently. I don't know if it's so. Okay, so that's what that's about. Okay, we're wanting to update the system. Now I've noticed that there's a beautiful path from North Bay to Sudbury. It's about maybe 100 or 200 kilometers. And it includes a little bit of bridge and a little bit of, a pathway, and it's not too much population. There's room to put 4 tracks. Okay, and we have the opportunity to kind of stir the industry to study those things new. And when I say that, they say, well, they do that. Okay, they have a place that's just a yard. Okay, do it in a yard so they can look at it there. And then the industry itself does not tamper with it from the time of 1885 to the present day, and they never tamper with it. They made the completely different system, like the monorail or the hover. Okay, those things. Okay, they were not able to tamper with the original because of the kind of the casting of it, putting out any vehicle that is not the vehicle that fits, on that train track. Oh, it's a really remarkable thing. We talk about quite often the language of the environment, like the Earth, or anyways, space, the physical universe having a kind of a natural program or something. I don't know what. But we see it from time to time in how we bring something. Like, for instance, one time I was told about cleaning windows, that we clean from here and we clean downward, and it's obvious. Okay, everybody can see that, but it has a language to it. It does not re-attain a position. The thing that we are moving. So then when we create that language, then apparently the task gets faster and faster and more easy to accomplish. Each time, and less difficult in between washing. We have apply direction to it. It's the same thing that they have made with the bringing of that railway. They have apply a certain path for that type of wheel that does not vary. It does not make way for other way. They have studied it thoroughly in the ancient world, and they have settled on that as the path, and it's so much inconvenience to people. Let's say a farmer coming with their wagon, or cart and they have to walk, from 100 kilometer or something to the city, that they have put kind of a casting protection on it. Like that. It's really, really something. So that's what we know about that. It's not free. Free to dabble in. It's really much more wall than it is an open, like a blank page, for instance. To Marty Holmes, it looks like it's I can do everything in the world. With that, there's so much to do, and there's so much efficiency, and so like that. But apparently, it's firm guidelines. Now, we often talk about the community, and it's exactly the same. If we take a picture, it could be some picture anywhere, highway or park, then it's the same. They have made a shape, and that shape works for the people who are kind of on a certain side of the power dam. They have made like a kind of a steep berm, they might call it. Where the Eskimo is on the outside and the city is on the inside. And I believe China is different. I believe traditional Chinese culture is more monkeys in a tree. More like a collective approach, and people are able to change levels by natural ability. Okay, very, very quickly, and many things are seen much higher level of visibility, and not too much expectation of being available to predators. The predator is something that occur when the creature is out. Okay, is out of the tree. Okay, and not something that occur when the person, like they have maybe a wall around the house. It might be like the height of a tree. Okay, like that. Then we are in Canada. We have a very special situation where the place has been administered by people who are master caste. All of the administration are people who are in. They are on the city side of the berm. And all of the Canadian caste people are people who are out, who are, I don't know if you call them necessarily out. They all mostly live in the city, but their interests are on the opposite side. The heavy use of them in a slavish way is something that the master caste use to pay their way and to make themselves comfortable. Okay, stuff like that. And having a wife and kids is where the Eskimo goes out of that berm, out of the city, down the berm, and walks to the north until it's so cold that the master caste aren't interested in taking their stuff. Oh, the usage goes to zero before they become a free person. And we have to build a society, if we're going to build the North, and use the fat, rich sponsorship, okay, of the Hudson Bay. We have to find a way of leaving the crocodile octopus behind, okay, and all of the heavy casting that has created that city, that civilization that exists around the world. Marty Holmes, Sturgeo, Ontario. It is January 30th, 2018 +1.